Hi, guys. Welcome back and happy Wednesday. Guys, there's a lot going on today. We have pre-records coming your way, but also we will be going live to talk about Vanderpump Rules at 12:05 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So stick around for that. But before we do, of course, Lisa Vanderpump is back talking about Stassi Schroeder and Kristen Doty, their Vanderpump Rules firings, and what she would have done differently. We have all the details on that. So now, obviously, we have to jump right in. But before we jump in, obviously, I have to ask you guys, if you haven't already, go ahead, smash that like button. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed, and don't forget to hit that notification bell because, well, you don't want to miss anything we have coming up. With that, let's jump right in.
It's time for all your binge-worthy pop culture news. Welcome to Up and Adam.
Okay, guys, so apparently, according to LVP, if she would have had her way, season 9 would have been completely different. Now, we know after season 8 and when we were going through the pandemic, Vanderpump Rules lost 8 cast members: Stassi Schroeder, Bo Clark, Kristen Doty, Jax Taylor, Brittany Cartwright, Max Bowens, Brett Caprioni, and Dana Cathan. Now, Dana Cathan was the only one who decided to leave on her own, and I believe it was because of pay. It was something of that effect. But when they got fired, nobody was surprised. Stassi was out here posting captions that she shouldn't have posted. They called the cops on a former cast member, Faith Stowers, Stassi, and Kristen. Max and Brett had ridiculous tweets that were definitely in poor taste. And Jax, even though he claims he wasn't fired, we all know that he definitely dug his own hole. Let's just say that. I'll leave it at that. But when it comes to Stassi and Kristen, apparently LVP thinks that, well, she wishes they would have, because technically it's still the network's decision, kept Stassi and Kristen around so she could have chastised them. This is what she said. I would have preferred to chastise them, meaning Kristen and Stassi, and seen them learn from their mistakes, as we've seen from so many of the other youngsters on the show. But that wasn't my decision. That was Bravo's decision. This is what she told Page 6 on Monday night. Okay. She said, I always want to see growth, and I would love to have seen them stay on the show, and work it out. It really was a sign of the times. Everyone had a lot of reactive decisions, Lisa Vanderpump said, before admitting that she even misses Kristen despite their rocky past and bumping heads. Crazy Kristen was one of the few, and I call her Crazy Kristen because that's what they called her, but Kristen is actually a doll in real life, just to be fair. But she was one of the few who, when LVP would say something, she would say that, I don't care what you have to say. I have no care in the world for authority. You're not telling me what to do. The network's the one who employs me. I don't even work at SUR anymore, so get out of my business. She challenged her, and I thought it was interesting. She was one of the few who challenged her. Stassi kind of challenged her sometimes too, but Sheena Marie walks the line, Lala walks the line, James challenges her, but always ends up crying at the end of it. Yeah, Kristen was kind of her own thing on the show. But when you do the things that they did, of course you're going to be fired. It makes sense. I think the network made the right decision, even though season 9's ratings, well, they show. Now, it seems like the cast members are divided on the Bravo Vanderpump Rules firings, because Ariana Madix said that she feels like the show now feels fresh without Stassi and Kristen being there. But Lala Kent believes the two are ready for a comeback and would love to see a teachable moment happen. Lala and Katie both want to see them return because they were kind of their own group. And when they used to rip into everyone on the show. They always had their own bond. And the best analogy I can give here is like Real Housewives of Potomac, Giselle and Robin. Giselle and Robin always have each other's back. So when one's mad at another cast member, they're both mad at another cast member. And to be fair, the Vanderpump Rules women, they kind of had the same thing. So when these four were together, there was no chance that anyone would be able to infiltrate the group. That is exactly how the dynamic of the show worked. So I don't blame Ariana Madix for feeling like, oh, okay, this feels fresh because now I don't have to go up against the same four every time. And then it's me and Sheena off to the side. She's like, well, now this makes sense because everybody's on an equal playing field. I don't disagree with that at all. Ariana said one is not better than the other now on the show, meaning the cast members, but it does feel exciting and different without them. I do think it has a potential to show a different side of everybody. They used to cut to their interviews and it would be them narrating this moment that meant a lot for both of us. She added, it feels like everyone now is on a completely fair playing field. Now, Lala said, I would love to see them return to the show, and I would love to see a teachable moment happen. And she continued with, I would love to see that story play out, and that the work that my friends have put into educating themselves and even educating me. She continued with, it would be a beautiful thing to have them back, and I would welcome them with open arms. Now, Lala did also say that she didn't think the show was going to even happen after the Vanderpump Rules firings because she didn't know what the dynamic would look like. All of the cast members were left in limbo because they really didn't know how are we going to move forward without some of these key players. Now, Lala did tease us and say that they still managed to make one hell of a show, but if you look at season 9's ratings, it says otherwise. Again, I'm not saying that we should welcome them back with open arms at all. I do hope that they educated themselves. I do hope that they took this as a teachable moment because they lost everything. Kristen's listing her house. Stassi lost every brand ambassador, anything that she had. She lost her podcast. She lost her salary from the show after buying a house. Really, when I say they lost everything, they've lost everything. But I don't think that that's a reason to give them their platforms back. But that's something I want to ask you guys. What do you think about all of this? And what do you think about Lisa being so vocal about wanting Kristen and Stassi back for a teachable moment? Do you agree with her? Or do you think, no, the network made the right decision? I'm sure you guys are going to give me your unfiltered opinion, so go ahead and do that. Comment below. And before you go, don't forget to smash that like button. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. And also let me know what you think about season 9 so far. Now that we've had 3 episodes, what are your thoughts on this season? Of course, like I said, we'll be back to recap this with Jason on his channel, Down with Jason, at 12:05 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if you're around, make sure to join us. Guys, I appreciate the hell out of you. Thank you so much. Again, leave your comments. Don't forget to smash that like button. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. And I hope you have a beautiful rest of the week. Bye, guys. Don't forget to watch part 1 of the reunion tonight. Bye, bye, bye.